Hey everybody, welcome to Sunday Night Live, episode 36. Coming to you live from the JPVideos studio here. Been a little bit of time since we've been here in the studio doing a Sunday Night Live stream, but we are back. And this episode is called Fall is in the Air. We're going to talk about a few things fall related. And got a great episode for you tonight. Glad to have you aboard. If you're here for the first time, sit back, relax, enjoy the show. And if you're a returning viewer, hope you enjoy the show as well. Regardless, it's going to be a good night. Great way to wrap up the weekend and start off the new week. So hello to everyone that is here. I was watching the chat. Do have some people in here already. A few people were really excited for tonight, so I'm glad to see that. I'm sporting the Sunday Night Live t-shirt, of course. Do have a couple small changes. Right here is Mr. Beetlejuice. Make sure you don't say his name 3 times. And hanging right here is a Haunted Mansion, Knoebel's Haunted Mansion ornament. I figured it'd be good for my little microphone stand here. So, excuse me, other than that, got everything kind of back to normal. I am sporting, I should say I'm drinking Mountain Dew Voodoo for tonight. So, that is my drink of choice. Let me know what you guys are drinking or snacking on if you want to. Zombies got to do it. Shh, don't say it again. But yes, glad to be back. Glad to see everyone here. And glad to have a good turnout. It's been, like I said, a little bit of time. We did our return live stream last Sunday outside at the fire pit. And we had a huge mail call. Tonight there won't be mail call because I did announce a while back that we're doing it every other week. So if you did come here for mail call, it'll be next week. Tonight, though, we do have some things to talk about, a little bit of news to share. And, of course, we're going to do our question of the week and going back in time video, which is an abandoned video. It's an abandoned house. So for those of you that like that type of content, you'll want to stick around for that. But otherwise, it's not going to be a very long episode tonight. We'll go a little bit over an hour. But other than that, hopefully I don't stumble or stutter too bad and remember how to work all the controls here on my studio platform. So waffles and water, what a combination. Trail mix and Diet Pepsi. Red rum. Murder backwards. Hello everyone. If you are tuning in, sorry if I missed you, but welcome. Glad to have you back. Nestle Splash Water Acai Grape. Nice. Richard, no problem. Glad you could pop in. Hope it's not too bad of a night at work. Hey Jacqueline. We got RJ here. I know Adam's here. Retromantic's here. Ashley Brady. So we got a good bunch of mods tonight. So thank you in advance for your help if we do need it tonight. Hopefully we won't. Danny had Chinese food. I'm jealous. Polish lager. There you go. I do like a good lager. Glad to have you back. I'm glad to be back. And I'm glad you guys have been patient and understanding. And it's just been, a challenging time, as most people go through it some point in their life, sometimes more than others. But, each day is getting better. Things are slowly sorting themselves out. And safe to say, I've already filmed new content. It's been a few weeks since I picked up a camera, but I did break that trend, that pattern recently. Did film a roadside find, which you guys will love, and an abandoned structure. So it's all going to be coming out for my Vlogoween. If you guys haven't heard, Vlogoween is my new short series for the month of October. It's where I put out a new video each and every day, 7 days a week for the month of October. It's going to be focused around Halloween type stuff and some cool creepy stuff as well, like paranormal, abandoned stuff, ghost hunting, urban legends, a whole bunch of stuff. Maybe we're going to pop in a vlog or two from around the house here. So Vlogoween does start October 1st. Brand new video each and every day, including live streams for the whole month of October. So I'm really excited for that. I have a bunch of things planned. I have a bunch of work cut out for me, but I'm actually really excited for it. I'm not dreading it at all. I just can't wait to start doing it and get the content out to you guys. Did see a super chat here. Let's see. Wayne's Creations. Greetings from Altoona, Pennsylvania. $9.99 super chat. Thank you, Wayne's Creations. And yes, Altoona was out there just a few months ago, and my most recent video of Horseshoe Curve was obviously out there. And I have a few more videos coming out from the Altoona area. But thank you so much for the donation. Kristen saying you're making me hungry. Oh, that is the ongoing trend here, Kristen, is that our chat viewers always talk about food, or I myself starts talking about food and we get hungry. I don't have any treats in store for tonight. Obviously, like I said, there's no mail call, but at the very least, I do have a nice, refreshing Mountain Dew Voodoo flavor. It says mystery flavor. If you guys see it in the stores, pick it up, try it out. Let me know what you think of it. It's kind of a twist on cream soda, in my opinion, but it's good. And they have it in cans and bottles, so this is what I'm going to be enjoying for the duration of the stream. Now, I'm just trying to remember, I did have news to share other than the vlog of wings. I already did share that. Oh, yes. I have a scratchy throat, sorry. I did talk a few months back about going to North Carolina for the month of October, more specifically end of October, and I had plans to meet up with the Retromantic again and to film some locations down in North Carolina. Unfortunately, those plans are now put on hold, at least until probably the springtime or sometime next year, basically because of what happened here with what we've already are aware of, with the passing of my father. Everything kind of was put on hold and life kind of flipped upside down. So money for that had to go towards other things, and the plans I had to go there were kind of put on hold for now. I was supposed to go down there with RJ. We were supposed to do a road trip together. So unfortunately, it's not going to be happening. I'm going to be staying here in the area for obvious reasons, as I mentioned, financial reasons. But it kind of worked out in its own way because now that I'm not going there, I'm able to stay in the area and do Vlogoween, which is going to be just as fun in my book. I'm going to be doing more stuff related to cemeteries, spooky stuff like that. So North Carolina, Tennessee, I will be returning to. It just won't be in October. It will be at the very earliest springtime of next year. But I did reach out to Retro. She understood, obviously, and hopefully everyone else does, that, it's just not the right time. And, when things happen, you have to put your priorities in place, and that's what's happening right now. But other than that, everything else is still going according to plan. As far as haunted attractions go, some people are asking about that. There's no haunted attractions around here locally that will allow filming, at least that I'm aware of. I did reach out to roughly a half a dozen of them between last year and this year, and most of them are not even opening this year. There's only two that I know of. Horror Hall in Anacoke, which is walkthrough. They will not allow filming whatsoever. I've asked multiple times. I told them it's free publicity. They don't want their secrets given out, I guess. And Reaper's Revenge, which one of our viewers, Kat, and her mother, Trina, Trina's daughter, Kat, actually works there. Reaper's Revenge is the haunted hayride type attraction. They won't allow filming either. So, unfortunately, can't film any haunted attractions. Like I said, we're going to supplement that with some ghost hunts, urban legend locations, stuff like that. So I'm doing what I can, giving with what I'm allowed to work with. It is unfortunate they won't allow filming. I do know other YouTubers like Carpetbagger, Adam the Woo, stuff like that, do film haunted stuff, but they're also in other states. And I guess those businesses are more lenient with being filmed. So, you take the good with the bad, do what you can, but Jackless Forest is closed permanently. They went out of business. That was announced last year. But they didn't allow filming either, even when they were open. Yeah, I'm not sure if you heard, those of you who are local, Dracula's Forest is no more. May get back to PA sooner than you would have imagined. That would be a welcome surprise if you do. I do know there is one or two more things I want to share. I can't think of them offhand, but I'm sure I'll come up with them as the night goes on. But let's get on with our first segment. Question of the week. So question of the week is going to be related to the Halloween season, obviously, since I did put fall is in the air. I do know traditionally lots of people do get pumpkins for their homes, whether it's for outdoors or indoors. Some people get corn stalks, some people get other stuff, but I do know pumpkins are common amongst lots of people and families. Well, my question is if you do get pumpkins, do you carve them, do you paint them, or do you leave them just the way they are? Curious as to what you guys do. For us, we do like to carve them, but none of us have any artistic skill. We're not like champion carvers that could put faces on them. I'm lucky if I could cut a triangle out evenly. I can't paint, I can't draw, so I'm not artistic, but we do like to carve. It is fun, it's enjoyable, kind of makes for some good family memories. And we usually put one or two outside, and we may keep one or two inside, but curious as to what people do as far as pumpkins go. Do you paint, do you carve, do you do both? We do watch a show. The reason I'm asking this question too is we watch a show called Halloween Wars. I believe it's on the Food Network, and they have competitions with teams, and one of the people of the team is actually a pumpkin carver, and they do some amazing creations with pumpkins, and it kind of got me thinking, hey, I wonder what other people do out there, so that's why I was curious. Let's see, who am I missing? Hey, Bernie's Model Railroad. Bernie, as I did reach out to you about your upcoming event, if you want to take a moment to write out any information to plug your train show coming up, you're welcome to. I'll give you special permission to do that. If you want to share any information, you can't drop links, unfortunately, because you're not a mod. But if you want to share any details or tell people to head over to a certain area to find out information about your train show, take the opportunity, plug it out there, get some more people aware of your train show if you haven't already done so. Toasted pumpkin seeds, yes, that's something my parents, especially my father, used to love. He used to love the pumpkin seeds. He let them dry out and put them in the oven. I'm not a fan of anything pumpkin other than just the way they look. I don't like pumpkin flavored anything. I do like sunflower seeds, but not pumpkin seeds. But I'm not a talented carver. But if I could get out a few triangles and maybe a couple teeth, then it's a win in my book. I do see some stores too, I've noticed, actually have already painted pumpkins. There's one at our local grocery store that has a Ghostbusters pumpkin, has the ghost with the the red circle and the line going across. Looks pretty cool. The ghost is not as good as I would like it to be. Obviously much better than I could do. But that one did stand out. It'd be cool to get a nice themed, maybe Jason Voorhees pumpkin or a Ghostbusters pumpkin, something like that. Beetlejuice even. Chainsaw carving this year. That would be cool. I've seen that in person. You got to have a skillful hand with a spinning chain like that. But yeah, you can make some amazing things out of a tree. I've seen people carve too, watermelons, even potatoes, cucumbers, like putting like little faces on them, like little skulls. So there are a lot of talented people out there. I unfortunately am not one of them when it comes to carving. Just spray paint it and call it good. Yeah, that's about what I could do. Maybe I could spray paint it like a glow-in-the-dark paint. Put a black light on it, make it glow. That's the easy solution there. The only thing I don't like about pumpkins is obviously when they start rotting. We have a lot of squirrels and wildlife here in the area, and when we have pumpkins out, the squirrels usually try to get into them. Whether they're carved or not, they'll dig a hole and get to the seeds. But they start rotting after some rainy weather, or if it starts getting warm again, they get soggy and mushy, and when you start carrying it, it starts falling apart in your hands. That's not really fun. But speaking of, Stephanie reminded me too, yes, about our meetup events. And no, we've had very little rain. We did have a little bit today, but not much. But that is something I do want to discuss about the upcoming meetup event for this coming Sunday, October 4th. So thank you, Stephanie, for reminding me. Keep Halloween decorations up all year round inside the house. Yeah, I know a few people that do that. I'm guilty of it. We actually just decorated today with Halloween stuff upstairs in the living room and a little bit outside in front of the house, and I'm going to be sharing that in an upcoming vlog for Vlogoween. So you guys will be able to see what we do. We don't go all out. I do love Halloween. I do love spooky, scary stuff, but we're not a house or a family that goes crazy. But we do make it look, nice, just tasteful. I kind of go a little crazier with Christmas because I love Christmas lights. As you can tell, I love lighting. I have lights everywhere here. But just to elaborate on what I was telling Bernie, not sure if he posted it or not, but he does have a train show coming up this coming Sunday, October 4th. I don't have all the details, unfortunately. I do know it is, I think, 12 to 5, and it's at the former Steamtown Mall. It's called the Scranton Marketplace. It's going to be upstairs level by Crunch Fitness. This is his first show, and he had to find an alternate location, and I guess the mall was gracious enough to host his event. And I believe he sold out as far as vendor tables go, which is great news. I've been to other train shows that he's been at too, selling at the Radisson Hotel, but this is going to be a train show that he organized solely himself as far as I'm aware. They're going to have dozens of vendors. They're going to have at least one operating train display there, a train layout. It's $5 admission, I believe. He does have an event page, and he actually made a video about it too. So if you want to go over to his channel, Bernie's Model Railroad, he did make a video, and I'm sure down in the video description he does have links to the Facebook event. So if you're looking for any train merchandise, there's going to be a lot of merchandise available, probably all different scales. I've been, like I said, to a few of the train shows, and even though I don't really buy much, I just like to walk around and see what's out there. And normally I'd be going to show support, but I did end up inadvertently scheduling my event the same day just because my event was postponed from springtime to this year, and I basically went through my calendar, picked out an open Sunday, and scheduled, and it came on the same day as his. So he can't come to my event, I can't go to his, but I do want to show support and get the word out there for him. But in a little bit we will share the details about the upcoming Meetup event for this coming Sunday, because plans are kind of in limbo right now, but I'll let you know what's happening as far as what my thoughts are as to what we're going to do. Got the info correct. Okay, good. I wasn't worried. JP isn't cutting out for us. Not sure what you mean by that. Is the audio cutting out, or you mean the Meetup event, or? Sorry if I misunderstood. Well, it's getting warm down here. I don't think I'll be putting on the air conditioner on a late September night. Haunted car wash in Gilbertsville. Never heard of a haunted car wash. Oh, actually, I did see something on Facebook, actually. Yeah, they actually have actors that hide in the car wash. And I guess you go through the automatic car wash and they try to scare you. I didn't know the location of it, but that sounds pretty neat. Audio is cutting out. Is it cutting out for anyone else? Audio should be okay if nothing has really changed on my part. Like I said, it's my first time back in the studio in probably about a month, so it wouldn't be surprising if there was any issues, technical issues, but hopefully it was just a one-time glitch. It lagged for a second? Okay. Okay, everyone else is saying good. Okay. Adam, like usual, if there's any issues, just do a refresh. Hopefully it'll clear up any problems. American Explorer says, been cutting out for 5 minutes with occasional buffering. Try doing a refresh. Everyone else is saying it's okay. But I do apologize. It's nothing I did on my end. I am hardwired with the microphone into the computer, and everything is showing levels are, reflecting the wavelengths on my audio, or showing that I'm talking and speaking, and microphone is picking it up. So hopefully it's just intermittent glitches. Thank you for the horseshoe curve video. My wife and I are going to be making a trip out there very soon. You're welcome, Ryan. I definitely encourage anyone to go out there, whether you like trains or not. Horseshoe curve is very beautiful, very interesting. A lot of history there, and you get some great views and trains, multiple trains at any given point. So, if I turn the gain down, you're going to be able to not hear me at all. So I'm just keeping the air on for about a few minutes. I'll turn it back off. It shouldn't be too loud. The air conditioner is probably 20 feet away. Spirit Halloween store at the mall. Granddaughter enjoyed it. It was about pretty much the same stuff, Barb, that you've seen in my videos. I actually did return to Spirit Halloween today. I'm going to be putting up a really short video of a couple clips of some new items they brought in at the Dixon City store. So I'll be sharing those on Facebook. But they did have 3 new animatronics. Yeah, Flight 93, Matt, if you're going there, plan to spend a few hours there. The place is huge. There's no way you can rush through it and be able to see all that it has to offer. Have a good night, Richard. And we're over 200 people watching right now. Awesome. Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you here. If you are just watching quietly in the background, I ask you just please give a thumbs up or just say hello in the chat. Let me know that you're here, that you're watching. AC isn't really that loud. It shouldn't be that loud. I've had it on before on other streams. You probably didn't even notice it. Is PA having Halloween this year? Do you know? As far as I know it's been going around online about the CDC recommending that Halloween should not be happening. But people have been putting out posts showing that if people can get fast food bags and containers through the drive-thru, there's no reason kids can't get candy at a door dropped in their bucket. I agree with that. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Danny. Missed you too. Missed everyone else. But we don't get many trick-or-treaters here. If Lily goes out, we have to take her to other neighborhoods. There's not really any kids that live in the area, which is kind of unfortunate. When I was younger, in the area that we lived, there was more houses than you could go to with the lights on. And I think we talked about it before. Nowadays, it's very hard to even find neighborhoods that really do welcome trick-or-treaters. It's kind of like almost like a forgotten thing almost, And it's unfortunate because kids still want to go out and be kids. Heck, I still go out and dress up in costume, but I guess you have to just go to the right place. I do know there's a couple places having like trunk or treat, where people bring their cars, dress up their trunks or hatchbacks or whatever, and allow kids to collect candy that way. Some businesses do like a walk. Even malls sometimes do like a Halloween mall walk, which I don't believe will be happening this year, obviously, but there is alternatives depending on where you're located. Excuse me, but I know a lot of people are saying, hey, my Little Beyond candy bowl will be ready, which is good to hear. We don't want to take everything away, especially from kids. It's been rough enough the way it is. So I know what I'm going to talk about doesn't pertain to everyone. It's about the Meetup event. Let me know. I have some information to share. I want to let you know where things stand right now. Do you want me to get it out of the way now so people could know where we're doing for the Meetup event, or would you rather me save it until the end of the stream? Because otherwise, if we're going to save it to the end of the stream, we'll get moving on with going back in time. Otherwise, I'll talk about it for a few minutes and let you know now what's going on. Yeah, it should be up to people at hand. There should be no one telling people what they can or can't do as far as handing out candy. If I haven't gotten COVID yet, you should be okay. I'll say, yeah, exactly. Zombie works in a Walmart supercenter, and he's been working through the whole pandemic situation. So if he hasn't gotten it, people are doing the right thing then. Long sleeve shirt with a Christmas tree on it, in the middle of your name on it. I'll have to look into that. Patricia Tanner, $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Patricia. I may have missed a super chat earlier. Let me see if I can scroll back that far. I'll have to watch on the replay. If I did miss a super chat, I do apologize. I know that the Altoona person sent one. Patricia sent one. I thought another one popped up. If I did miss it, I do apologize. I will see it on the replay. Okay, so regarding the Meetup event coming up October 4th, this has been a rescheduled event, just like the Carlisle Meetup event that happened recently at the Army Heritage Museum. They were all planned for the springtime, and springtime is when kind of HE double hockey sticks broke loose. Everything was forced to be postponed, and now that things have kind of calmed down for the most part, I was able to reschedule it. So October 4th, this coming Sunday, is supposed to be Ricketts Glen State Park. It's located down in Benton Township, I believe it is. And it's a park that has hiking trails of all different difficulty levels. And the main highlight of it there is around 20 waterfalls, 20 named waterfalls. And it's been a park that I've been to once before. I've only hiked a short section of it. I do know they have a lake there called Lake Jean in the upper portion of the park as well. But Pennsylvania, specifically our area, has been very short on rainfall the past several weeks. If we got rain, it's been a shower here, a shower there. And the ground's very dry. River levels are super low. And I was checking on Facebook for Ricketts Glen, and the waterfalls have basically all but dried up. They're down to like a trickle. So my concern was that people go there, they're going to be disappointed because they're going there to see waterfalls and nature and fast flowing streams. And if we go there and there's no water, I don't want to be to blame that, hey, you picked this place, it's kind of boring. Under normal circumstances, it's not. It's usually a beautiful place to go to any time of year. So what I did is I put out a poll. I was speaking to some of the guys to see what their thoughts were. And it came down to Ricketts Glen to still go there despite the river levels. Now, they are calling for rain this week, but it's going to be like 60% one day, 70% another. It's not supposed to be all day rain or anything torrential. So if it does rain, there's no guarantee that rain's going to sustain the waterfalls up until Sunday. So the alternative was to do Pioneer Tunnel Coal Mine Tour, which is located in Ashland, Pennsylvania, just outside of Pottsville and Centralia. It's a public coal mine tour. They take you into a mountain on a electric locomotive. I wish I could talk better. They give you a tour of an underground coal mine. They teach you about mining history, the different methods of it. I do believe they touch base on Centralia and the underground mine fire. There is an admission for that for like, I believe, $11. They also do have a little steam train ride that takes you down a section of the track, and that's an additional fee of $9, or there's a combination ticket for $18. You can save $2. But I did put that out there as a poll for people on Facebook and YouTube. And what it came down to is people on Facebook that did comment, they said, hey, I'd still like to go to Ricketts Glen. The poll results on YouTube said, hey, let's do the coal mine tour. And with the coal mine tour being so close to Centralia was going to be like a bonus location. So we could do the coal mine tour and then head over to Centralia, because there is still more to see there besides just Graffiti Highway that is now buried. So it's kind of split at this point. People still want to go to Ricketts Glen. Poll results are saying, let's do the coal mine tour in Centralia. So I'm basically going to wait to see what the weather pans out for this coming next few days. I do know there's people coming from far away. Wally B is coming all the way from Pittsburgh. He's getting a hotel. So I do want to try to keep Ricketts Glen still going if possible. But the Pioneer Coal Mine Tour is only an hour away from Ricketts Glen. So if people are staying in the area, it's not going to be a huge deterrent as far as going to another location. An hour away is not too bad. So all I'm going to say is to keep checking back on Facebook and my community tab. I will put out a final decision probably by Thursday at the latest. I want to make a decision. That way it gives people time to plan. I'm not expecting a huge turnout. I do know it's difficult for people to travel. Some people still have concerns. The only thing I can tell you is that if we do Ricketts Glen, masks are optional. Social distancing is going to be, mandatory. At the coal mine tour, masks are required, and obviously still social distancing. So just keep that in mind if you have any preferences as to that. But I will do my best to make the right decision, whatever we go with. I'm sure it'll be a good time. No matter who shows up, however many people show up, I'm going to be there. I do know a few others who are going to be there as well. And it'll be a good time. I encourage you to come out, hang out with us, meet me, meet the other guys, take some pictures, make a video, do whatever you want to do. Even if you just want to come hang out and talk with us, you're welcome to. So if you have any questions about the Meetup event, or if you're one of the people who are planning on coming, if I missed your comment here in the stream right now, I'll catch it on the replay, or feel free to leave a comment after the video. Let me know what you would prefer. Would you prefer Ricketts Glen with or without rain, either way? Or would you prefer doing the coal mine tour and doing Centralia also? And we'll go from there, and I'll make a determination, and whatever we choose, we'll still be meeting Sunday at 10:30 in the morning. So with that out of the way, I'm going to get to the next segment so I don't get carried away here, and we'll go back in time. All right, Bernie, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so let me get the video up here. As I did mention, we do have an abandoned video for tonight, so I'm going to be pulling that up for you guys. So let me minimize. Oh, here I go again, making my mistakes. There we go. Oh, just lost it. Okay, so this is called The Abandoned Summer Home with Vintage TVs Destroyed by Flood. It was published August of 2018. This is filmed with my friend Robin. It's located near the Susquehanna River, I believe, and it was subject to flood many years ago. And as we will see, there's many TVs left behind, some other personal items, but for the most part, the house is in relatively poor condition due to the undertaking of flooding waters. So if you guys haven't seen this, it's roughly 18-19 minutes long, and like always, I'll go through and share any additional commentary with you guys to let you know my thoughts on it as we watch it back. So let's get started with it. And let me know if you need me to adjust any volumes or at all. Hey guys, coming to you with another roadside find today. Myself and my friend Robin were passing along the road, and we discovered this house sitting kind of in the middle of nowhere here along a country road. And it's heavily overgrown, and it's right behind me. She said she checked it out once before, and it had some old items in it prior to 2011, but it did get flooded in 2011. So we don't know what the condition is going to be or what's left inside of it, but we'll see. Maybe we can find some stuff with some dates on it, and just see what's left of it. So come along as we check out the remains of this abandoned house. Yeah, definitely you could tell it was underwater.
Oh, be careful on the floors too, because there's a basement in this building.
Lots of old furniture. I bet you the flood probably knocked this furniture over, and
oh yeah, this was all sitting.
You can see the floors and everything is tossed around. Yeah, this is probably covered in dirt. Here. Here's another TV here. This is an old TV. Oh yeah, floor is definitely soft in some areas.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just stand right here. I don't feel like going to the hospital.
You're not gonna fall. I'm the one that's gonna fall.
Yeah, so we sat in a different spot.
That's pretty neat. So yeah, 2011, this got flooded, and there might be a water line, maybe up to the second floor. It's pretty much trashed now. Now, one thing I was cautious about, obviously, despite being flooded in 2011, is the condition of the floors. Last thing I want to do is fall through another floor, but the house was surprisingly in pretty good shape as far as structural integrity. The bottom first floor was the worst of it. Second floor obviously was in better shape, but I was able to walk through most of the house, as we'll see, without any fears of falling through. It was a really cool little, like, blue colored tile shower. Yeah, exactly, Jonathan. I think this was a shower, maybe a bathroom. You can come see it.
The Tiffany blue?
I believe so.
Yeah, let's go to my kitchen.
It's a very small room, though.
Tiffany blue.
Looking outside, we got some rotted steps and some junk.
Jeff, no mail this week. We're doing it next week.
Toilet right there. I'm not sure how much of this place we're going to be able to explore because I know some of it's going to be rotted. This floor is a little uneasy. Oh yeah, this is pretty bad shape here.
What's crazy is when I was here last time. I mean,
There's some holes up there. Looks like they removed some
drops of material, whatever.
flooring around the bathroom area. So you don't want to sit on that
But-
toilet.
There was still like the sink there. There was still dishes.
Yeah, somebody stripped some of those items out of here.
But you can see how hard the water pushed.
Bill, I'm actually still friends with Robin. We do keep in touch. She just has a really busy schedule now with her raising her daughter and work and everything. We have talked about getting together again for more locations. I'm hoping it's going to happen at some point. But yeah, she's still around. We still keep in touch.
On that wall. The water would have been coming this direction when it flooded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
See the wainscoting there? It's like paneling.
Toilet's still up there. It's like barely hanging on.
I love the pocket doors.
Hard hats out here. There's basement access here.
So when the drawer won't leave us so hard.
What's it say? Freezer, do not unplug. Washer plug bottom.
These boots are weird.
Got a bunch of work boots
There's more
hanging there.
boots here. I'm gonna check this out really quick. Oh yeah, all the joists are all like mold and rot.
Do you guys remember this was underwater at one point?
This floor is actually still damp. Probably never completely dried out. Yeah, you can see these are pretty rotted. If I can make it up here. There's someone's jacket. Nice built-in
Yeah,
shelving
it definitely
there.
had a musty, moldy odor to it. Pocket doors right
Sliding
here.
doors. This is pretty fancy at one point. I do like the furniture though. It's very retro.
And I said retro. That's before I met retro.
The world's greatest economy is
Back to the
coming back.
commercials.
But Joe Biden could wreck it,
I would shut it down.
or worse.
Guess what? If you elect me, you're not going to have your taxes are going to be raised, not cut.
The man just doesn't have a clue.
Game on.
All right, we're gonna make our way upstairs. Hopefully, that's a little more intact.
Christopher, this was kind of like south central Pennsylvania. It was outside of Bloomsburg. It was along the Susquehanna River. And Robin actually gave me an update on this a few months ago. Someone actually purchased this home and I believe is undergoing restoration. I'm surprised they're able to salvage it.
And I believe that's asbestos. I don't know what that is.
Look at that bug.
That's a huge insect.
Modern.
There's newspaper up here.
Hey, Tim.
Not modern. No, it is. I lied. Let's see.
No, I have not metal detected a house.
There's even a walk-up attic too.
Got a cave cricket.
Bugs. 1996. Where's the world books too?
Oh my God. There's probably hundreds of mason jars.
Yeah, well, that's the room underneath that is where they're all smashed. They're all modern though that I've seen so far. I haven't seen any that are old.
See some Christmas
Looks like
decorations.
there was
It's
like a
official.
kitchen at one point here.
That way we might break our replacements.
Yeah,
That looks sketchy.
Yeah, I'm not going out there.
Down below.
It's definitely rotted.
Down below is all glass, but a lot of its mason jars are smashed. And
That's where the stairs come up to. There.
There's a blue mason jar.
So this part of the house is the back rear portion of it. It's probably the worst condition of the whole home. The back portion is much worse than the front. But this room we didn't really go far into because, as you can see, the farther you go into it, it's more brittle and rotted and decayed. So there are portions of this home that are basically being held together by like termites holding hands. It's a pretty bad shape in some portions, and surprising to hear that they're going to salvage the house. But for the most part, other rooms, other areas of the house were still structurally supportive, at least of my weight. Being a bigger guy, it held me.
Which usually is a sign of age. But it's in pieces and I couldn't see there's a stain on it enough. It's just really slim.
That's a lot of jars.
Yeah, I agree, Bevan. Thank you.
Don't let you do this.
I'll have to edit that part out.
It was-
There's like scrunchies in the jar here.
Yeah, funny
There's
part.
clothes in the closet. Now.
Covered bridge.
Still dishes here. This is like an upstairs kitchen.
I'll risk my life for a blue mason jar.
Okay, so from the looks of it, I don't think the flood made it up this high. It is more intact up here. Lots of books. There's an old photo from a classroom. Oh, it states here, 1958, 57.
Mifflinville School. This is kind of stuff.
Mifflinville, 61.
So cool.
These are old class photos from the 50s.
Lime Ridge.
Are these all local schools to the area?
Yeah, Lime Ridge. I'm assuming would have been Mifflinville School. I'm assuming all these would have been this central, what's now Central School. It's cool with the kids and the teacher. Man, how times have changed.
Old newspaper here.
Oh, look at this. This what I think it is. It's the yearbook from 1947.
Oh, wow.
It's definitely destroyed.
That's a 1947 yearbook.
Yep, 1947.
Yeah, it's all water damage.
Whoops, in the window. There's another one. That's holding the window.
Yeah, that's even worse. 1996 paper. What's that?
Look through the wall, and it's a little creepy.
Boy, somebody really did some damage in here.
Some not so nice looking wallpaper and some big holes in the wall. Overturned chair, and in here we'll find some more
Stick their head
TVs.
out.
I screamed, I love this chair.
That's a really nice TV in there.
And there's a chair like pointing at it.
There's boots on the ground. That TV is in immaculate condition.
I'm guessing the water didn't get this hot. You would see.
Yeah, there's no water line up here.
I mean, right there, you would definitely see it. That's just the.
Yes, Christopher,
floor's
it was
pretty solid.
farmland.
Now the roof is leaking.
Yeah, that's another story.
I believe they bought this property just because of the piece of property. It sits on several acres, and it's a riverfront property. So during normal conditions, you know, you have beautiful land, a river in the distance behind your house, but under substantial rains, it is prone to flooding. So I believe they bought it for the property itself, but what she did report is that they are actually working in the house. They were this past summer. So curious to see. Maybe I'll get back there at some point and do at least an outside visual to show the work that has been done.
These swans on the wallpaper here. It's a decent sized house. Some old garments in here. A pink, I think that's a tie or a belt. That's what we saw from downstairs. This is above the kitchen.
Oh, that's the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's funny, the bathrooms are always the first thing to go in abandoned houses. Always.
I do like the blue tile though.
Okay, so here's that TV. More tile. Anybody remember those Encyclopedia Britannicas? That's pre-internet days.
Christmas tree.
Looks like somebody may have stole some of the guts out of it. That is a really nice TV though.
I feel like someone's really trying to fix up this place once. Like, here's 2 boxes of drop ceiling tiles. Oh my god.
Looks like RCA.
There's a whole little, like, flooring in here.
RCA Victor. There we go.
Okay, we have another room up here we'll check out.
Good night,
Very
David.
small room. And boxes of a brand new, like, almost like drop ceiling. That stuff right there. This bathroom is pretty bad shape. That floor is barely hanging on. Wow. Did you see this little bottle of stuff in here?
It's definitely gutted of any copper.
Liniment or something? That's pretty cool. It's still in there too. Linoleum too. I didn't even see that. Brand new roll.
Good night, Tim.
So what we've come to learn from part of it hearsay, part of it from being here, is that this was a summer home for a family, that they only came here in the summertime to kind of get away, because behind this house is a river. So it's probably a nice relaxing spot at one time.
Originally farm property.
And I don't know the last time they stopped using it, but she was in here early 2000s, before it flooded, and the house was basically untouched. All the furniture was in place, clean, no mold, and they probably just stopped coming. Maybe they passed away. And it seems like someone may have purchased the home and attempted to do a remodel or to try to fix it up. Because we saw the boxes of the ceiling tiles and the glass blue tiles and linoleum and everything else. But 2011 was a hurricane that came through and flooded this whole, basically, valley. This house was underwater up until the first floor. And I believe that it hasn't been touched since then. It's pretty much unsalvageable now. It's got to be torn down.
At least I thought.
All right, we do have a small walk-up attic, so we'll check it really quick. Oops. It's huge up here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Anything up there?
Yeah, it's good. It's dry, it's hot. It's got to be 100 degrees up here. Wow.
It's like a nice sized walk up attic, but it was like an
Look at
oven.
that chimney. How it's slanted.
Yeah.
Probably from water from the outside. There's another chimney there too.
There's that Halloween mask.
Where? Oh yeah.
Sacred. Oh my god, look at all the jars over there again. I can't even.
Yeah. Somebody's hoarding jars, definitely.
Okay, if anything runs out, I'm probably gonna stream.
There's lids here. $1991. Just based on all the evidence here, I'd guess 90s was the last time it was occupied. And again, flooded 2011 and
The box of the blue tiles.
possible renovations prior to 2011. Look at all the jars. There's just,
No, all the blue ones I found so far are smashed.
as a whole, there's got to be at least probably a couple hundred of them throughout the house.
That's my collection.
And the roof is still intact here.
Yeah.
It's dry up here. Look at that.
A little castle. The old telephone box there. Trim phone.
Yeah.
I thought that was like snakeskin.
No. You would date their pictures. Look at this one.
That's a nice one. Yeah, she had a thing for the old time
It's probably like
photos.
70s.
Hershey's. Lots of
More
clothing and
Christmas.
junk up here.
Oh my gosh. We can find a date somewhere in here. 78.
Pillow.
Must be like a Girl Scout camp or something. Look at this one. There's a cop. All these, I don't think I can believe their family photos behind. Like, it's crazy.
There's more piles of jars.
No blue ones. They're all small.
It's funny how all the blue ones are smashed. The clear ones are intact.
And the blue ones are worth the most money. If they're all the clothes up here.
Yeah, they should have like a rope in there.
Yeah, like,
That could be dangerous.
yeah, I just want to step down. Oh, it's like 10 degrees colder like down here, if not more.
Oh yeah, I can feel it. Now, here's a back look of the bathroom. What's that called? Tiffany blue?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a nice color.
Yeah, she said she has that same color tile in her house. Pretty jealous.
As the fastest growing independent online wholesale auction in the nation, we're changing.
Should be, I believe, the last ad. I do believe we see one or two more TVs downstairs. Yep.
They definitely had a collection of old TVs. I counted, I think, 3 of them because there was one inside there on the floor that I showed earlier, that one upstairs that showed you, and then this one. Based on the date of the furniture, I don't think this was occupied until the 90s. I could be wrong, but I don't see them using this type of TVs in the 90s. I don't even know if they would still work.
It's like General Electric, I believe.
I could be wrong. Stranger things have happened. I know some people just never update their appliances or technology. Overall, though, it's still a pretty cool house.
I love this place.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Don't mind me, I'm covered in sweat. The upstairs attic was literally 100 degrees, if not hotter. But I want to thank Robin for showing me this place. She discovered it a number of years ago, and it was pre-flood date. And I would have loved to have seen it then because it would have been a beautiful home. And it still is, but it's too far gone at this point. But the furniture inside was really cool, and I was glad I was able to check it out. If you have any things you'd like to let me know about the inside of it or any dates on things, feel free to let me know. Also, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It lets me know that you enjoy my content. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell. And lastly, thank you for watching. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Okay, so that was the abandoned summer home. Was originally a type of farmhouse with farmland and later became like a vacation summer home for the family. And when they stopped occupying it in the 90s, it sat pretty much untouched. It would have been a completely different video, different look of that house if we were able to film that prior to 2011, but it didn't happen that way. 2011, a hurricane came through, flooded it out to the first floor, and like I said, it was reported that they're salvaging the house. People did buy it, and they are reportedly rebuilding it. So, like I said, if possible in the future, I'll try and get down there and see how it looks. But good to see that it's being saved instead of demolished. And you could tell it definitely had some charm to it. It had some beautiful elements with the pocket doors and the woodworking and stuff like that. It looks like they put some time and money into it. I do have another video with Robin that I'm going to showcase on going back in time on a different episode. It's a much longer video, closer to an hour long, of another house not terribly far away from that one that was also flooded the same year. But that one has a lot more stuff inside.
and we'll see that in a different episode though. But someone said about a TV repairman. I don't think that for that house, it's just that they had 3-4 vintage TVs laying around. Now that house that I showed earlier this year, I did a premiere of an abandoned farmhouse where it had that old Chevy pickup truck in the yard. That house had over 20 TVs. That one we did confirm as a TV repairman side business. But I did use the word retro prior to even knowing retro, so that's the first thing that came to mind. Thanks, Ginny. As far as I know, Dan Bell doesn't really do abandoned stuff anymore. I know he does the dirty motel rooms and stuff like that. Thanks, Eric. Who gave 7 thumbs downs? The same people who give a thumbs down every video I put out, regardless of what it is. I watched those videos before I knew you. Yeah, I remember you said that. Good night, Julie. So that is our segments for tonight. We did do question of the week and going back in time. So we're going to stay on for a little bit longer, another 10-15 minutes. And we'll just use that time to talk and catch up on anything that we missed. If you guys did tune in late, I did share a little bit of news regarding the Meetup event and my plans for October and other things. So you're welcome to catch the replay when it's available. And we didn't do mail and call, so no one missed that. If you did tune in for that, that will be back next week. We are doing it every other week. Bill, it's nothing that we really addressed publicly. We just no longer work together. He's doing his thing. I'm doing mine. There you go, Sarah. They were broken thumbs down. Thanks, Candela. In Southeast Pyro, I'll be down in your neck of the woods in a couple weeks, doing a couple different cemeteries down in Philly. And after your information that you gave about, what was it, Horseshoe Curve, that other vantage point behind the curve, I finally found out where it's at. So you were in the right direction, but I just couldn't find it that day with the information that you gave. But afterwards, I was able to locate it. So once I do return, I'll be able to get to that spot. So make a JP Christmas ornament. I don't know if I have the connections to do that, but I do have some new stuff possibly coming out. I did speak with my distributing company who makes my merchandise, and I'm working on getting stickers made. I do have stickers I've had created, which I do include when I send out items to people. If they buy photos or other stuff, I do include a sticker, but I might have some custom stickers coming out available for purchase. So trying to work out the details with that. They may be available soon. As far as like somebody said about bobblehead figures or dog or cat stuff, I would have to find another company that specializes in that stuff. So maybe for 2021 we'll do something like that, but for the most part we just focus on items that you can wear, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and obviously if you want to see what's available, you can always go over to my merchandise shop. The links are found down below every description. And there's some new merchandise, including masks that are available with different logos and different things on them. And, of course, some train merchandise as well. So thanks, Deborah. I'll slap a sticker on my car. Then people might think you're JPVideos. Actually, a few years ago, prior to me having my Escape that I have, I had a Ford Edge, and I had a vinyl JPVideo sticker on the back windshield. On the back window. And I actually had a bunch of people like either messaging me or commenting, "Hey, I saw your car here and there." I figured that's maybe not the best idea to have people actually know who you are, where you are at all times, especially with doing live streams. So no more stickers on the cars. My car blends in with everyone else's, so it makes it a little bit easier. Look like a younger Bruce Willis. Yes, I've heard that before. If only I had his success and wealth. JP comes to Philly fireworks show. Yeah, Laura, I'm not considered like an abandoned exploration channel. It's just one of the aspects I do film. I am a variety channel. I've been on YouTube for over 10 years now, and I just mix in abandoned stuff from time to time. So I do know a lot of people enjoy that, and some people complain I don't put it out regularly, but I was never an abandoned channel. There are channels out there that do specialize in that and do dedicate themselves to that. So all I could tell people is that if that's what you want to watch, I encourage you to find channels that do that. If you like variety and like a mixture of stuff, then, I'm the place to be. But I do have already filmed some new abandoned content, and more things will be filmed for the month of October. So they will be mixed in, but I do have more train videos, more product reviews, more of everything else, nature, other stuff. Depending on what type of business you do and what type of YouTuber you are, it does help for that. But other times, as we've come to see in the past, you tend to garner some unwanted attention from YouTube stream snipers who end up locating you and, kind of putting you in an uncomfortable position. So with me, I rather kind of blend in. But I do get recognized, as we've seen time and time again. I got recognized at Horseshoe Curve. I got recognized at a rest area in, I think it was Delaware. I get recognized at Knobles. So, with my face being out there, it just kind of comes with the territory. Plans for this week. Not doing a whole lot for the entire week. I do have content coming out, obviously, but I'm going to be getting out and filming later this week some, at least one abandoned place. And of course, I'm going to be filming a bunch of Halloween related stuff. I'm going to be heading to a bunch of stores to film what items are available for Halloween. And of course, during October, we're going to be doing some nighttime drive streams, checking out some decorated houses. But this week is going to be relatively quiet until towards the end of the week, where we're going to kind of kick things into gear and start things off on October 1st. Yeah, Julie, they are. Some people, at least. Thanks, Jonathan. Vehicle and automotive reviews, probably not. I'm not a big automotive guy. I've filmed a few car shows many years ago. One of them had like a burnout contest, stuff like that. Not to say I won't do that again, but I don't really do anything related to automotive stuff. The stuff I film on my channel is what I find interesting. And, although it's a variety, it's not everything. I'm not a huge spectrum, but I am, for the most part, centered around, roadside finds, abandoned stuff, interesting, unique, and then of course we throw in food reviews, product reviews, so a little bit of everything. But car stuff, if you want to find car stuff, check out Revenge of the Apocalypse. He does vehicle, modification videos. He has a Jeep, he has a Mustang, he does work on them, so check them out if you want. Found a cemetery that Find a Grave does not know of today. Mystery. Thank you, Ginny. Yeah, zombies, very similar to me, as we've already found out from talking. But yeah, trains, abandoned stuff, ghosts. Enjoy the open air train car. Yes, that was a great time. Minus the cinders in the face, it was a good time. Have you seen the giant skeleton yard decor? I've not seen it in person. I've heard about it, seen pictures of people buying it. I actually just saw a video come up recommended on YouTube of how to hook up a 12 volt power source to that instead of using batteries. Yes, of course, Jamie Knobles. I've been to North Carolina a few times, but have not been to those towns. Yeah, Matt MBG does car shows. Well, he used to at least, but the content's still there, I believe. Do you ever ride your motorcycle? Yes, of course. I think you've seen me ride it on my channel on some of my videos. I actually took it out just a couple days ago for a nice relaxing ride in the backcountry roads. Also, too, a few people have been asking about showing the fall foliage here in Pennsylvania. We do have beautiful fall scenery. Leaves are just starting to change color now, and I have a great section of roadway that's going to go through a couple different towns, but it's all like backwoods countryside where it's all just lined with trees. And we're going to do a nice driving video showing you all the different colors along those roads. So they're nice windy roads with big hills, rows and rows of trees. And it'll be a video where we're just driving. I'll share a little bit of commentary. We'll add some music to it. I'm going to be filming that probably within the next week or so because the leaves are starting to change pretty quick. All your automotive content's hidden. Okay, so Matt MPG is no longer MPG. But he used to film that stuff. But yeah, Alan, Revenge of the Apocalypse, does car stuff. RJ78 Productions does a little bit of everything, but he does work on tractors and stuff like that too. But I know there's a lot of car channels out there. I'm just not one of those guys, but not to say that they don't put out good content. Union Pacific Big Boy. Yes, I've had the opportunity to see it. We do have the UP Big Boy 4012 located at Steamtown. It's the sister of 4014, but she is only static display. But I would love to see 4014 operating in person. Yeah, the plane crash video was pretty shocking, so to speak. I was going to go back the next day to get a filming, them picking it up. They actually put it on a flatbed, I believe. But it was gone by the time I got there. But yeah, it made for a lot of noise in a little town of Music. Made for a very dark night, too. Oh, so MPGs are actual initials. I never knew that. I thought that was just a car little thing in miles per gallon. Fun facts. JPVideos Christmas wrapping paper. I don't have that strong a connection. Sorry, Jeff. Best I could do is to say pick up some Christmas Story or Christmas Vacation wrapping paper at the Dollar Tree. That's what I do. New York City Railroad run through that part of PA. It probably did at one point. Yeah, definitely a skilled pilot that they both were able to walk away. They did both sustain injuries, but not life-threatening, so could have been much worse, like I said. I know I've said that multiple times in that video, but that was the only thing that came to mind, just to think, if that was a commercial liner, homes would be destroyed, lives would probably be taken. So it was just the best of a bad situation. Oh, we'll see when that is over. we all thought it would be over by now, but it's not, so time will tell. Yeah, I said the same thing, Zombie, but a few viewers said that probably the parking lot was dark and they didn't even know it was there, so they just went for a lighted street resembling a landing strip. So I guess that makes sense. Ever been on a cruise? I have not. Not sure if I ever will. Listening to it on scanner radio, then the video came up. Yeah, when I heard that too, it was actually Lily's idea. She's like, "Can we go see it?" So I hopped in the car, went and checked it out, and video did relatively well. Got about 5,000 views within 24 hours, so a lot of people were searching for it. Even the fire company reached out to me asking if they could use some of their footage. I'm like, sure, have at it. Do I do abandoned malls? I do not. Peach cobbler. I don't think I've ever had that. Christopher, if you were to take a cruise, where would you go? Any specific destination? I wouldn't mind a cruise to maybe like a tropical island or something like that, just to experience it. I think a cruise would be fun, but I do know there's a lot of like negatives to it. I've heard too, that, if someone's sick, it spreads like wildfire. And sometimes, like, if it's rough seas, you can't really do much to combat seasickness, stuff like that. But with like the 24-hour buffets and stuff like that, I think it'd be, somewhat entertaining. Payday candy bars. I believe so. I haven't had one in so long. I can't remember what they even taste like. I believe I like them. Thank you, Gina. Bahamas, yeah. That sounds like a good place to go. Just to have some nice clear oceans, white sandy beaches would be nice. Yeah, so Julie is kind of saying what I heard too. Could be dirty seasickness, so. Pretty much any form of travel has its ups and downs. Traveling by train has its, difficulties, I guess you could say. Traveling by plane as well. There's any way you go, you just got to weigh your pros and cons. Do what you feel comfortable doing. Actually not, Jeff. We got so accustomed to eating at home, we've actually probably only gone out to eat maybe twice in the last couple months. We've been eating at home more often than not, or getting takeout from home. We just became used to being home all the time, and now we don't go out much at all. And it's funny because I used to love going out to eat. It's something I used to always look forward to, just getting a night out, going to our favorite restaurants. But haven't done it much at all. It just probably won't do it until things get 100% back to normal. It's just easier just to stay home, watch a movie, eat some food. What about you guys? Have you been going out to eat at all? Have you been eating at home more often than not? Floating septic tank. Kristen, did you and Len plan on coming Sunday, regardless if it's Ricketts Glen or Pioneer Coal? Five different islands. That sounds pretty interesting. Doing dishes sucks. Thank God for dishwashers. Going out and eating just about every day. Taco truck. Yeah, Zombie, I've had the same mentality all along. What's meant to be is meant to be. Whatever happens, happens. I only wear a mask where it's mandated. But I just became routine, just forced to be home. I got comfortable being home. I do love my home time. I do love going out for a drive or exploring or anything like that, but just got really used to just being at home eating. We've been cooking more, making more meals at home. But if we do get food, it's usually to go 9 times out of 10. We went out to eat, like I said, maybe 2 times, 3 at the most, but no more than that. And that's since probably springtime, which is shocking for me, at least. But, it is the way things are right now. So hopefully that will change in the future. I don't want to become a hermit. Ashley is back. She can't sleep. Now you're hungry. I'll probably be getting something to eat after this. Usually with mail call, someone sends a snack and I have something to munch on. So it's been a few hours since I had anything. So once this is done, I'll be grabbing something and probably watching a movie or catching up on some YouTube videos. I do have to say though, YouTube videos, if you're a content creator and you are by chance watching this, start making some darn videos. We're running out of things to watch. Seems like more and more often, people are putting out really short videos or big gaps in their uploads. And, we love watching YouTube videos. I like watching my friends' videos that they put out. And we have a handful of people that we're subscribed to that is because we enjoy their content. But it seems like lately, just not a whole lot of stuff to watch. So between that and Netflix, we always try to find something to watch on any particular evening, or we'll pop in a DVD movie or something like that. But it seems like far and few between people are putting out less and less videos. But at least I'm going to be breaking that mold. Like I said, in the month of October, It's going to be 31 videos in a row. So if you guys need stuff to watch, I'm doing my part. Once your rig is done, are you getting a big rig? What, a Mac? We started a channel, just started, got a lot to learn. Yeah, well, that's understandable if you just started. Retro every Thursday. Yeah, I do know that. I do know you were doing your Saturday night kind of toy haul stuff. Are you going to be getting back into that for the wintertime? I know wintertime I will be doing more live streams. I want to get back into having special guests on the group streams on the StreamYard. I do want to get back into having some viewers on as guests as well. But those of you who were with me for a long time, you do know typically over the winter I do more live streams at home. Sometimes late at night, sometimes early afternoon drives. But we'll be getting back into that closer to the winter time. We do watch, if you guys haven't seen it, let me see what it's called, the channel. The company name is called Spalding Decon, and they actually clean up decomposition places where people have perished and their bodies have kind of rotted away and stuff like that. They actually have to go into these homes and stuff like that and clean them up. What's the channel name here? Oh yeah, Crime Scene Cleaning. There's a channel called Crime Scene Cleaning, and they make videos of their company called Spalding Decon, and they go to all these different houses. They clean up hoarder houses, they clean up body decomposition and other stuff like that. That's entertaining to watch. They put out about one video a week, but really interesting to see what's involved with trying to clean up a house that's been saturated in body fluids, from a body just laying there for days or weeks or months. I give those guys credit because they're wearing body suits. They've been into cockroach infestations with the walls are alive with cockroaches. It's almost scary. Couldn't pay me enough, I don't think. Yeah, so some of you guys watch it too. Yeah, they're interesting to watch. And the guys, those of you who do watch them, this is a Knoebels. I'll show you guys up close. Knoebels Haunted Mansion ornament. Yeah, but those of you that do watch Crime Scene Cleanup, the main character is always on the episodes. He's leaving the company, unfortunately. So I know a lot of people, he is the fan favorite. And they announced he's starting his own business, which is good for him. But he's always entertaining on those episodes. Sorry about the noise. Tech how-to videos. I'm always watching tech videos. That's one thing I never stop watching. I'm always curious about products. I've been watching videos of some products that have been released that are in competition with the Rode Wireless Go. There's 2 or 3 different companies that have made, I wouldn't call them knockoff microphones, but you could tell where they got the idea from. But I've been watching a lot of review videos to see how they do compared to the Rode Wireless Go, and they come in at a much affordable price. I'm probably going to be picking up a wireless mic set like that from another company that is, so far I've seen, has good reviews about their product. And I have a new product review coming out Tuesday as well. Those of you who are interested in a camera gimbal setup, which looks like the DJI Osmo Pocket, I have a review video coming out Tuesday morning. But yeah, if you guys want to mention quick before we go, if there's any channels that you watch that you feel are binge-worthy, as I like to say, feel free to let us know. There's a lot of channels out there that either people don't know about or deserve more viewers. And I'm all about trying to find new things to watch. RJ got us on a couple automotive, not restoration channels, but like this channel called Vice Grip Garage. The guy's got a real dry sense of humor. He goes out to find these vehicles that he purchases, and they're usually sitting in a field or in the woods, sitting for years. He gets them running again, drives them home a few hundred miles. So we've been watching stuff like that. There's another guy I watch. He buys a lot of like farm lawn care equipment, go-karts, stuff like that. He gets those up and running. So we watch a variety of stuff. I watch a couple of food channels. But if you guys have any great channels that you think are worthy of checking out, feel free to share them. Yeah, the lingo, sparkulators, and I don't know. Yeah, he's entertaining. Ask the Mortician. Yeah, I've seen some of her videos, I believe. If it is a she. Bewitched series. Micro Four Third System. Junkyard Digs. I do watch, I mentioned them before. Here I go with my brain farts. Give me 1 second here. He does the metal detecting. He also does like underwater scuba diving, metal detecting. Nugget Noggin. He hasn't put out as much content lately, but he still puts out content. But he's a southern guy, younger gentleman, and he has some good videos too. If I ever go upstate to see fall foliage, not unless I had a specific reason to, but here in Pennsylvania we got beautiful fall foliage. But all the suggestions, I'm definitely going to catch them on the replay, and I'll check them out. Maybe I'll find myself a new channel or two. Also rewatching JPVideos. Awesome, Danny. Thank you for that. I do watch Bering Sea Gold. They're still putting out new episodes right now. They're in the winter season where they're diving under the ice. I do watch them. We do watch Little People Big World, which comes out Tuesday with the newest season. It's not like it used to be. We've watched them from the beginning. That's the only reason we still watch it. But I believe this is the final season of Little People Big World, so that comes out Tuesday, so we'll have something new to watch. Fall time, most shows do make returns, but I do like watching YouTube videos, though. It's just something raw and real about it, you know? You watch no TV. We don't have cable anymore. You know, we just kind of stream everything, so... Babs, I'm right there with you. I'm not a fan of hers at all. Matt, I think, is a great guy. I do like Zach. Jeremy, I did like, and he kind of went off and just did his own thing. Jacob was good when he was younger, you know, with the farm, with his, I forget the guy's name who used to work for them. They were really close. And Molly, of course, but you don't really see any of them anymore. But yeah, I think Amy had a midlife crisis or something like that. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of your comments, so I know you're watching the videos. I do appreciate that. If you guys are into model building, specifically model car building, if you guys haven't seen, our good friend Alan, Revenge of the Apocalypse, has a new series he's doing on his channel where he's doing model car builds, and not just any model car builds. He's doing famous cars. He's doing the DeLorean from Back to the Future and Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters. He's doing two of them simultaneously, and what they do is they send in parts of the kit on a reoccurring basis, and he puts it together step by step. So if you're interested in watching something like that, want to see what the cars look like, watch him on his journey as the cars get completed, check him out. He put out 2 videos already, and he has a bunch more. It's a long-term commitment. So if you want to see Ecto-1 and the Back to the Future DeLorean being built from scratch pretty much, and these are 1/8 scale. They're big cars. They have working electronics and stuff like that, working window cranks. He's doing that on his channel. And the mods, you know, Adam, RJ, Ashley for here, Retro, whoever else, Matt, any of the regulars, if you have anything coming up that you want to share, give people an idea to look out for, feel free to let us know. One quick mention too, I've said it already, is that I am closing in on 150. We have about 150 to go. About 1,500 to go, sorry. A little bit over 1,500 subscribers to go until I reach 150K. And when we do, I'll be getting my legs waxed live on my channel. So I will announce when that does happen and take place. You won't want to miss that. And hoping for around the New Year time, maybe Christmas time, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I do have some products that I have accumulated, and maybe doing a contest to give away some of those products to some lucky winners. So looking forward to making a few people happy around Christmas time. But we're going to go for about another 4 minutes here. Then it'll bring us to about an hour and a half, and then we're going to call it a night. So hope they have your channel up by the end of October. Good luck with it, Kat. I know it's not easy getting started, but everyone starts from zero. And I'm a good example of that. I could do it. Anyone could do it. You know, no one taught me. No one gave me any handouts. No one gave me any plugs. You know, I've helped a lot of people on my channel. No one helped me. I got to where I'm at on my own, and I'm proud to say that. So hard work does pay off. With a new camera, I didn't know you bought a new camera. You're not replacing the Osmo Action, are you? Thank you, Sarah. Do I watch any train videos on YouTube? Sometimes. I don't really follow any train channels. I do tend to find a lot of them kind of are very similar to each other. But if something gets like recommended or suggested or is trending, I'll watch it. But I don't follow a whole lot of train channels. There's one guy called Jason Aslan. He's out in, I think, Lake Superior. He does mainly train videos of a local short line freight that goes through with an old Conrail unit. I'm subscribed to him, but there's not really too many others I do watch as far as strictly train channels. When are you doing another live paranormal video? That's coming up in October, Casey. I do have at least one, possibly two paranormal investigations that are going to be performed live. And I do have an urban legend haunted location video I'm going to be working on too. That's going to be a two-part video. The first part's going to be a daytime look at the location to share all the information about it. Then I'm going to be returning at the night time on a later date to see if the legend is true. So month of October is going to be focused around spooky, scary, Halloween, all types of stuff like that. Yeah, I do see the suggestions coming through, so I definitely will take note of them and check them out. You know, can't guarantee I'm going to subscribe to everyone. I subscribe to people that I feel put out good content and are entertaining. If they keep me engaged throughout the whole video, they usually earn my subscription. Yeah, we've been following Dirty Room. I liked his original, like, first couple seasons, but we still catch his latest ones from time to time. I got hooked on Dan Bell when he used to do the abandoned stuff. I know that's what got me hooked onto him. Not to say he still doesn't do good content. It's just I subscribe to him for the abandoned stuff, but I know he does that far and few between now. But I'm guilty of the same thing. I don't put out just one type of video. I do change my content and give a variety of things for people to watch. Jinx is up on his cat tower sleeping. He's been out of the mix too. It's been a while since we've been here in the studio on Sunday Night Live, so he probably forgot about tonight being his night. So I'm sure we'll have him on in another week or two. I'm not entertaining enough. Those are your words, not mine. You have to understand too. Some people put out videos, and one particular video might be really right at my alley, and the next video might be not so much for me. Doesn't mean I don't like them as a content creator or a channel, but I'll check back on their channel every so often and see what they put out. But I very rarely automatically subscribe to somebody. I have people I've been subscribed to for a long time, other channels that I check back on from time to time, just because they don't put out content regularly, or it's very far and few between. Like Carpetbagger, he's a good example. Carpetbagger, I've never met him. I don't know him personally. I've been subscribed to him since before he hit 100,000. And he used to do abandoned stuff. He used to do a lot of abandoned explorations. Then he kind of started changing into roadside finds, roadside attractions, and now he does like a lot of museums, stuff like that. I'm still subscribed to him, but I very rarely watch his videos anymore. It's just his content has changed to a different genre, different type of content, and it's not appealing to me. Not to say he's not a good content creator, it's just that he changed his type of videos he films, and those types currently are just not for me. But if something does pop up that I find interesting, I'll watch it. But I watched his earlier stuff a lot more than I do now. But anyways, guys, I don't want to get carried away here with more rambling, but this was a great return for Sunday Night Live back here in the studio. I feel right back at home. Glad to have everyone here with me. We averaged just over 200 people for most of the night, which is good numbers on my end here. So I'm happy to see that people are still tuning in for Sunday Night Live. We're going to continue Sunday Night Live straight through the month of October. As far as I know, I don't have any interruptions planned, or I'm going to have to take a break through October, because obviously October is going to be 31 videos in a row. So every Sunday in October, we're going to continue with Sunday Night Live, and probably the going back in time videos will be either abandoned or Halloween related videos. So got that to look forward to. But if you have any questions, anything we talked about today, you're welcome to reach out to me. Facebook, email, links are down below in the description. I do respond to most people's comments. I do miss some from time to time because I do get a lot of comments, but I am pretty vigilant with comments, and I do make time to read them each and every day. And like I say from time to time again, I do watch the replays. I don't say that to make you guys feel better. I actually do take the time and watch the whole entire video back and read the chat and see what I missed and take any notes down that I need to. But with that said, guys, I hope you enjoy your week. It's going to be, I guess, cooler, a little bit rainy here. And I'll make a final determination for Sunday's meetup event, hopefully by Wednesday at the latest. And if you're attending, looking forward to meeting you, hanging out, having a good time. They're calling for good weather for Sunday right now. But between now and then, hope all of you take care, stay safe. And more importantly, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this episode of Sunday Night Live. I'll see you guys in the next video.